Today I want to share something with you guys that I came across here recently that I have just fell in love with collecting. It's something new. You may already know about it, but we're going to talk about some of this stuff in detail now. Stick around. We'll take a look at it next. Welcome back and thank you for joining me. I do appreciate you stopping by. Today we are going to talk about something that I came across, I guess it's a few months back, honestly. And if you're somebody like me who loves to collect stuff, you love Star Wars, you just love, just collecting in general. Something that I've found, it's been around for a few years now, but they're called FiGPiNs. And you're probably asking yourself, if you don't know about them, what in the world is a FiGPiN? Well, Figpen has taken the collecting of figures, like your actual like action figures and things like that you can collect. Your 6-inch and 3.5-inch Black Series figures, for instance. And they've incorporated that into for people who love collecting pins. There's a lot of people out there that love collecting pins from different things, from Disney, stuff to wear on your baseball caps. You've got stuff from Box Lunch, store, and just all over the place, pins that people just love to collect. I know there's a local festival that we go to here in my hometown, and there's a vendor there that he has just racks of collectible, like hat pins, for instance. So my wife and I started collecting Disney pins a long time ago. We've got a decent amount of them, kind of particular on which ones we were looking for. But when I really started getting back into Star Wars, I really started collecting a lot more just Star Wars focused pins. Now, Figpen doesn't do just Star Wars. They do a wide variety of different pins. You can go on their site, you can use their app, you can search and see all the different types that they have. They've got different animes, they've got sporting teams, different types of sports teams, from MLB to NBA. You've got like real life characters out there, like from WWE wrestling, for instance. You have your Star Wars, you have stuff from The Simpsons, different Disney character, from different movies, Aladdin, Lion King, things like that are out there. I believe they have Aladdin. I may be wrong on that. I haven't looked. But there's different genres of out there that they make these Figpens. And you know what? Let me just show you what I'm talking about. And there's a variety of different types of Figpens as well. So take a look here real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you on my Kyber camera. These are some of the different types of Figpens that they make. Now you have your minis, which of course you can see are much smaller. The minis are actually probably about 3 inches tall, roughly. If I grab a tape measure and show you, the whole package is about 3.5 inches tall for the size. Then you have your regular Figpens, which is the normal size Figpens. These cases are about 5 inches tall total, as far as the containers, the cases that they come in. You have your XLs, which are 9 inches. These things are massive, as you can see. And then you have your Ultras. The Ultra's a little bit different as far as the type and the way it looks. I'll show you that a little bit more in detail here in just a few minutes. But then you have your logo pins. People absolutely love these logo pins because of the fact that it is the Figpen logo, but they colorize these in so many different ways. If you buy like a box set, I know there's a Star Wars Mandalorian box set. It comes with a special Figpen logo pin that comes with that set. So a lot of people collect these. These are very hot commodities. They're hard to come by. I got this one in a bundle with one of the Figpens that I've got for the number 501, 501st, for a stormtrooper. So the pin actually come with that, but it was only available at, I believe, one of the Comic-Con conventions, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember which one right off the top of my head. I actually have a full list of the Star Wars Figpens in the description down below on my price guide and checklist for Star Wars collectibles, and you can see what's out there and available if you want to go and take a look at that. I use it for helping to keep track of my stuff, even though they do have an app that you can use as well. So you've got the logos, you've got your mini, your regular, your XL Figpens, and then your Ultra. Now, the Ultra is something special that they've done. The Ultra itself, you have to have certain criteria met on their app to be able to get this. It unlocks the ability for you to purchase it. Now, this particular one currently is sold out. They no longer have these available as of, I believe, back in May. I lucked out and found a fellow collector that had this one that decided to go ahead and put it out there for somebody to purchase. Gave me a really good deal on it. I ended up going ahead and picking this up. But this is a special model, and I'm going to get these other ones out of the way just so I can show you what the deal is with the Ultras. But before we get to that, I do want to show you a couple variations that they do make. Kind of like Funko Pops, they do make chases, and the chase is a little different with the way that Figpen does a chase. Now I'm going to show you that they do some variations. So they do make some variations to the pins, and each one is numbered differently, because you'll notice this one here says 599, this one says 508. That's how they're actually tracked as far as where they're at in the collectability of them. In other words, it's kind of like back if you ever collected baseball or football cards, where they all had a number on the back for their checklist, so you can identify where that card fell into the actual checklist is in the numbering series on there. So 508, like I said, that's the original. They made 509 is the variation. You can see they're very similar in design and coloration, except for this one's all silver and gold, or silver and black, and this one here has full coloring on there. Some of the other designs that they have made also have been all gold models, like this BB-8 that's numbered 888. It is completely gold as far as the coloration to this, and they all come with a backing card, as you can see on the back side, and inside there's another card in there that kind of tells you about the pin itself. Then they do make ones that are convention exclusive. So, you know, Star Wars Celebration had one. This is one of the ones from Star Wars Celebration that I was able to get a hold of. It's number 999. It is a white and gold Yoda, and what's nice about them is they do have a sticker that they provide that tells you what they are number wise in a series. So this is number 1500, or this is in a 1500 limited series. So they only made 1500 of these. That's all they were they put out there. They don't make any more after that run is done. Different conventions get different ones, so you never know what's going to be out there and what's going to be available. Now, getting back to the Ultra, with the Ultra, this one is slightly different as far as the design. This one was limited, I believe, to 1,000 units only. It's one of the few that they limit that much. Most of the ones they put out there, if they are limited to 1,500 or 2,000, 3,000, something like that. So this was limited to 1,000 only. Comes in this special case that it arrives in, that where it says, it's got the F logo on there, and it says Ultra across the bottom, and then inside you have the Figpen itself. This particular one comes with a special pin in the case, and it comes with one of the power stands. Power stands are a little bit different. They're designed to where you can put the pin on the stand on the bottom side here. I'm trying to get where the light can show you. You see how it says Figpen on there, and then it has the spot there on it. That is actually where the pin itself would sit if you took it out of the case. Each one of the pieces in here are serial numbered. There's a serial number. This is just to hold the pin in place there. As you can see, it sits on there. This is serial numbered. This pin is also serial numbered. Underneath my thumb, I'm trying to get the light where you can see it without a bunch of glare, but it has a lot of information on the back. And like I said, each one of the pin pieces in this set do contain the same serial number. Comes with the pin post, a piece to attach it to a display if you have something to display it on, for this particular pin piece here. And then the case itself, inside you have the pin itself, number U1, because this is the first Ultra that Figpen put out. And I'm going to go ahead and show you this pin a little bit more in detail compared to the other pins that we have, so that you can see how this works. So you open the case up, and inside this sleeve, which the sleeve has all the information on the front about their app, and then it says Collect Awesome across the back. It's got the UPC code and other information on that. And then you've got the pin inside the case itself. When you open the case, you're able to get to the actual card that comes inside. This card here, of course, has the artistry on there for Darth Vader. Each one of the pins does come with a card like this inside. And then on the back, it's got the same information, very similar to what they have on the display package, with the name figpin.com and then the number on the unit. Now, with the pins itself, if you take this off, you've got this little plastic piece here that holds this whole stand that it's on. You take that off, and that's what actually goes into the power stand that's on there for it to display on, and you would sit it down in there instead of having it on this plastic stand here that it comes with. On the back, it's got information on there, Figpen. It's got the Star Wars logo and stuff like that. And behind the stand piece here is where they always put the serial number. So you can't see the serial number on these unless you pull out the pin from the actual stand itself. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in and show you a couple things that I've developed for fellow Figpen collectors. And it started out because of trying to figure out a way to display the actual Ultra. So let me go ahead and jump to the full screen, be able to see better. So if you're a collector and you've collected out, you know there are a ton of different style like cardboard cases that you can put them in, things like that, to be able to display them on your walls. But they also had a company out there that made a display that the Ultra could go on. Anytime anybody went to look there as of late, those have been sold out. Can't get your hands on them. They're gone. I don't know if they'll ever put them out for availability again or not. If they don't, that's fine. I have developed for you guys and designed a display similar to that one, taking theirs into consideration, but making some adjustments and some changes to it for you guys. And these are going to be available on my Etsy store. Link will be down below for you guys to grab it. So this is my FiGPiN Ultra display. Now this particular display, and I'll put some pictures up on the screen, has been sized for you guys to be able to put all the pieces for your FiGPiN Ultra on display in this unit. And I'm going to go ahead and show you now how this looks when it's on display. So the FiGPiN itself slides in, sticks right inside the case just like that, stays secured in there, will not fall out. Then you have the actual F logo pin that will go in here as well, and I'll show you how that goes in. So unlike the one from Hero Complex that made the original ones, I've made mine a little bit different for you. You've got some tabs on the side, the openings that you can use to be able to grip this and put it in there properly. Has it recessed down inside the display so that way it'll fit for you. You just drop it right down inside. In the back, show you here, the back is open back there, I don't know if you can see, so that you can place the pin holder in the back side, just like so that the pin will stay in place. And then the other side is for the box. I'm gonna go ahead and put this all back together, that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I've seen some displays that are out there that you can do just the pin, and you know, basically it looks like if you take and block all of this, it's just this section, which is great if that's what you want. Me, I wanted to be able to display all of it very similar to the Hero Complex version. So it slides in just like that, and there you go. Full display, everything fits perfectly. I took the time to really dial it in to the right sizing, using a micrometer to be able to get everything to fit so that all pieces, let me get my fingers out of the way, all pieces will stay in, they will not slide out, they do not fall out. So if this is something that you're interested in, link is down below in the comments or in the description section for you. You can grab these off of my Etsy store. I'd appreciate it if you do. They do have mounting screw holes in the back, up here in this corner and then down in the bottom here, so that way you can mount these properly to the wall and have them secured, be able to display your FiGPiN Ultra in that manner. Going along with that, I have also developed different sizing, count-wise, displays for each different size FiGPiN. To show you what I'm talking about, got your regular FiGPiN, that, get it lined up right here. Displays just like that. It's got the same mounting holes on the back here, and I make these anywhere from a single up to 2 rows of 4, where you can display 8 of these at a time in one display. Then I also have the ones for the minis. Now I know this is my Deadpool because that's the only minis that I found. They don't have any Star Wars minis at this time. But I make the minis, and these I can make as many as 10 total, 2 rows of 5 that you can do. I have a logo pin display. I have not made any of them yet, but you can hold up to 8 logo pins in each one of the displays, and they are stackable. So you can get just a single. You can, if you're somebody who collects a bunch of pins, the logo pins, I have a top and bottom, then I have a middle piece, and you can add additional middles to stack them up in counts of 8. So if you've got a bunch of them, you buy 3 or 4 or 5 of them, stack them, you buy one base, one top, and then as many of the middles as you need. They all interlock with each other so that they won't fall over, but you can also mount them to the wall. So they will work great, especially if you use any of the Velcro style wall tack strips on there. So if you live in apartments or something like that and you don't want to damage the wall so you can get your deposit back, you can use these in there. I've designed those to where you'll be able to stick these in the back and they will attach to the wall for you to be able to use as well. Now, the one that I have not made yet, as far as printing out, I'm still working on it, is the ones for the FiGPiN Ultras. My plan is to have that available for the site to be able to put on there for purchase by this coming weekend, so that you guys can grab these as well. I will be printing those in singles or a 2-set side by side, so that you'll be able to buy them in counts of 1 or 2 from the site as well. So any of those that you may be interested in, again, those links are down below in the bottom. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Check them out. I'd love to be able to make some of these for you guys. I'm going to be making some for myself. They're going to be up on the wall here behind me over my shoulder. I really enjoy making this stuff for you guys and for myself. And trust me, I only make things that I think and send out items that I would be willing to pay my own money for. So with that being said, if you do like other 3D printed items, check out the link up here in the corner. It's another item that I've made for people who like collecting Savi's lightsabers from Galaxy's Edge at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So check that out if you are looking for a way to be able to display your extra scrap pieces. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button down here in the corner. It does help the channel out. Trying to grow it, be able to provide more and better content for you guys. All the socials are across the bottom of the screen. That's where you're going to get your most up-to-date information as to when videos come out and when they go live. With that being said, thanks once again, and as always, may the Force be with you.